Planet might not be in the same condition tomorrow if action isn't taken today. Welcome back to Sustainable Living with Shilpa Reddy, powered by Planet Green's Farm Natura, a new beginning to your life. This episode is all about sustainable discovery of entrepreneurial opportunities that contribute to the planet directly or indirectly. Today, on yet another episode of Dermix Nature's Tycoon, I have with me an inspiring entrepreneur, a mother, solving the guilt of other conscious mothers by curating eco friendly alternatives to commercial diapers. Let's welcome the founder of Bhumi and Co., Pooja Reddy. Hi, Pooja.
Hi, Shilpa.
Thank you for coming on my show. And honestly, I was super excited to discover you and your brand.
I'm honored, yes.
I must admit, when I had my son, I mean, he's 10 years old
Yeah.
now, but when I used to use, the normal commercial
Commercial
diapers,
diapers.
I used to die out of guilt. My heart would quench every time I would roll up a diaper and then put it in the bin. What you're doing is amazing. I want to know
Thank
more
you.
about how it all started and what was the inspiration behind it. But before all that, I want to
Yes.
know what is your educational background and who was Pooja when she was growing up?
So, I actually come from an electronic engineering background,
Okay.
and then I went to Harvard, did like a summer course, but it was in a marketing
Okay.
background again. And then I came back, I did interior designing also. I mean, that was
Wow.
something I was really interested in.
Creative field.
Yes, so and then I interned with a couple of designers in the city.
Okay.
And then, moving on, after I got married, when I actually took over my own household, I started segregating plastic, like just to recycle, sell it to the recycling company or something.
Right.
I don't think till then I actually understood how much waste we were producing from a regular household of just two. So, that's when I started thinking, I'm like, what are we doing? Why so
Right.
much plastic? Isn't there a better way to do it? So, like from our milk, I tried to find, a milk partners who could just give it to me in glass bottles and where I can give it back.
Right.
But, I understood that it's not possible. It's actually not possible. We are in a urban city where everything is just available, at the snap of your finger.
And
So,
convenience,
yeah.
comfort is top priority
So
for us, right?
exactly. So I think that's when I slowly started researching more about recyclable products, sustainability. Started making small changes, and
Can you
then
name all the changes that you made in your own lifestyle?
yeah. So I started buying regular food produce from local organic stores, these small
Okay.
regular stores. That was first. And instead of buying plastic wipes or anything, I started using old towels or something. Cut it into pieces to use your regular household.
That's great. Yes. Huh.
And then I switched my regular house chemical cleaners to herbal cleaners.
Okay.
So I think these are the few steps I took in my daily life.
So, what inspired you to start Boomy and Co diapers?
So I think for me as a kid growing up, I being the eldest in my family, I have about 6, 7 kids who are younger to me. So
Okay.
I literally used to babysit them since I was a kid. So I always knew how many diapers would go into the bin, but never have I thought, oh my God, it's plastic. But suddenly there was this conscious there was a point in my life where I started making conscious choices, and then I understood, oh my God, this is nothing when compared to that. When you are a
Right.
baby itself, you are producing so much plastic, and as a baby, if that is what you see, that is what you're going to grow up with,
Correct.
right? So you need to make choices, conscious choices from day one of your life. That is when you will be actually be able to make an impact,
Right.
you know
How did your this business idea come? When was that point when you said
yeah.
this is what I'm going to start?
So when I was in the same lines of thinking on the same way, then I started researching about products for babies. Given
Since you
my
had a lot of babies in the
growing
family.
up.
Okay.
So like there were diapers, there were wipes, there were skin products, clothing. So there were different categories. I started, I took an year and a half just to research about the products. We actually, there were diapers, wipes, and whatever we got samples. I at least sampled with about 100 mothers in the city,
Okay.
and different kind of product, not just diapers.
Okay.
And then we kind of choose diapers because I feel that was the most necessity product, that was really important to start off with.
Right.
There were different, skincare, some people use natural skincare.
That's right.
If it's
There are
rice,
more options in
yeah, there are more
skincare.
options, but diapers, there are actually no options available.
Tell me about it.
So I think that's when I had my calling that, this is what I want to do. So
Okay.
I think that's how it started.
So when you started researching, like, why did you choose to pick bamboo? Like, what are the benefits of bamboo? And
So I don't think I started to research only about bamboo diapers. There are
Okay.
various options available like
Right.
bamboo, corn, like off late there are banana diapers
that's
available.
right, banana fiber, right?
Yeah, banana fiber. So the different kind of products, but again, when you actually segregate everything, look at the costing, bamboo was the most affordable, especially for an Indian market, where people are actually price conscious.
Right.
So I thought bamboo was something people would actually be familiar about, because people know bamboo. If I say it's made out of corn, I don't think Indian customers would be like,
Not just that, Pooja, also as mothers, we are very careful and conscious as to what we use for our children.
Yes.
And as you rightly said, bamboo is familiar. And I also heard it's called the sustainable wonder crop.
Yeah, I mean, given the situations of how it's grown, it needs very less water,
Okay.
no chemicals are required, and it actually can grow in almost all terrains.
Right.
So,
And also the soil quality improves when you grow
improves, yes,
bamboo is what?
yes.
By using a bamboo diaper, you're doing a lot of good to the environment as well, right?
Yes, I hope so, yes.
So how does this process happen? Like now that you're producing bamboo diapers, what are the steps involved from A to Z?
Bamboo diaper, see, even though we actually use wooden pulp for the insert of the diaper,
Okay.
but the entire regular part, the pants, the tapes, everything is bamboo.
Okay.
So, it's your regular, churning process where, they start making fibers out of wood pulp and bamboo. It is a combination, and the wood pulp is actually certified and is from Germany.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
that is a wood pulp that goes into the diaper, and the entire exterior part is bamboo.
And is there some kind of a cleaning process for the hygiene and to kind of clear out any kind of allergens and all of that?
It again, that's a very tricky question, because it depends from baby to baby.
Okay.
Each baby is different. Each baby's necessity is different.
Correct.
Like, you no matter what, you use a bamboo diaper, a commercial diaper, or just cloth diaper, maintaining the baby's hygiene is actually, it
Most
comes
important,
first.
yeah.
Then the second parts come. But,
Right.
so yeah.
No, of course. Even a normal diaper can cause
Yeah.
your baby a rash. So it depends upon how you're using, how
Yes.
many hours you're keeping it on the baby, and so on,
True,
right?
true.
Okay. So, Pooja, what are your expansion plans? Like, what is your scale of production, and do you only do diapers, or do you have plans to also get into sanitary pads as well?
So currently we are doing only diapers. We don't want to get into women's sanitary as of now, but we are trying to venture into baby wipes and baby clothing, which are again completely bamboo,
Okay.
completely biodegradable, and even the clothing is gonna be, chemical free colors, natural colors,
Right.
and 100% bamboo.
And how are you scaling this up now? Where are you retailing out of?
So initially when we started, it was just our website and then Amazon, and now currently we're in about 10 to 12 websites, including First Cry, Mama and Peaches, Baby Amol. There are a lot of baby websites in the country.
How hard was it to penetrate into this market for you?
Every time, when a parent wants to buy my diapers, the first question they ask, why the price? So for me, for us, the procurement cost is actually high. So, that's something not everyone understands. There might be n number of bamboo diapers in the market, or n number of any kind of diapers. Each kind of a diaper, when there is a hike in the price, it is because the kind of certifications, the quality of the product. So, that is the only reason. It's not that, just because something is expensive, you start making more money. It's
Right.
not always that. So,
Correct.
to
So you are looking into the safety and certification, which
yes.
takes the cost higher.
Yes.
But how would you convince a mother to buy your product, even the price? How different is the price point, first of all?
I think we are about 3 times the price.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Okay.
So I think so that's why I think we introduced something called trial boxes,
Okay.
which are priced at about 250, which is not hard on the pocket. So, and, we can vouch for, once you actually try our diapers, you will love them. So,
Okay.
this has been we actually have received very great positive feedback from our customers.
Okay.
So, and we hope to continue the same. So, I think once you try, there's no way you can go back.
What are the sustainable practices that you have at your workplace? I know this is a sustainable
Yeah.
business module. What is the other things that you have at your workplace which are sustainable?
So, starting from packaging, putting the diapers apart, starting from packaging to the stickering, we use only cardboard boxes, eco-friendly glue, recycled paper, and whatever extra material or packaging material, we send it to recycling companies. We kind of tend to not use as much as paper bills or anything. We try to keep everything electronic.
Okay.
So, I think these are few bits we do at the office too.
So, with your product, did you have to create a lot of awareness to educate the mothers, or you just launched it? Did you have to do any awareness campaigns?
So far, we actually haven't done any awareness campaign as such, but the response has been good.
Okay.
So, the more we got out, put ourselves out, we actually kept receiving better and better response.
Okay.
So, there was never as such, a campaign or anything. I think the product just spoke for itself.
So there are two things. I recently discovered that biodegradable and something which gets composted are two different things. Is that
Yes.
right?
So
Can you
basically,
explain?
composting, is something you can do at home. Biodegradable is an industrial process actually.
Okay.
So, but you can, these, especially our diapers, you can actually compose at home, like how you compose your regular leaves or vegetables or anything, because not all of us have access to industrial machinery.
That's right.
So, it's just that.
So is it also true that when it's biodegrades, it's not actually getting composted with the soil, but it's just like disintegrating? Is that right?
Not, see, a problem is few products have microplastics. So, the microplastics play that role. If there
Okay.
are no microplastics, that is not a problem.
So I have few statistics. You tell me if they're
Yes.
right. Just in US alone, 20 billion diapers are going to landfills every year.
Yes.
And we're not even counting Europe, Russia,
Yes.
Asian countries. That's a scary figure. And it is also said that it takes 800 years for a
Yes.
diaper to biodegrade,
Yes.
not decompose.
Biodegrade, yes.
And in the process, it can also emit a lot of methane and other very dangerous chemicals which can get into your food line, food chain, water supplies. So I think this is very important. What you're doing here is a revolution by itself to
Thank
me.
you.
Because as I said, like I used to feel so guilty as a mother, and I wish you were there when my son was really young and little. So these are scary numbers, and then
Yes.
I think we need more players like you in the field also.
Definitely, because see, the more number of players, the more awareness. A single
Correct.
person cannot just cause like the impact. It's a community, it's a group that changes things.
So are you also planning any retail outlets just so that you're more visible and create?
We don't want to do any, our brand outlet, but we try and place ourselves in few sustainable stores in the city country actually.
Okay.
So yes.
So like what kind of places do you place
So
yourself?
especially we just started retailing in one place called Sacred Goods in Hyderabad.
Okay.
So, and we are in talks with someone else in Coimbatore who's opening a chain of sustainable stores.
Okay.
So, it's still in the process.
So along with diapers, you said you also planning to get into clothing and wipes.
Yes.
So I also heard something about the inserts.
Yeah. So,
What are they? I mean, I just want you to say more
so
about.
basically, when the regular cloth diapering, what people do is they just wash it and, they just make the baby wear it back. But, when people do that, there are few things that are actually missing. Yes, you're using cloth diapering, there is no waste going in the form of plastic. But to wash a cloth diaper, because there is uric acid, there's poo, which has a lot of chemicals, you are putting more chemicals into it. And to wash about 4 cloth diapers, it will take you about 4 buckets of water. And what
Right.
about the bucket water waste?
And the detergent.
Yeah, and the detergent. And again, we don't want the cloth to become hard, so we put softeners. So, there are few
Oh.
things many people don't consider. I'm not saying disposable is the way.
Right.
But there are different things you can do at different steps to
Okay.
keep yourself as close to nature as possible.
This reminds me, as close to nature, for the fear of using too many diapers, I tried and taught my son, I mean, potty trained him like at the soonest. I think he was the first one in his class
Oh.
to actually be potty trained so I could reduce the amount of diapers I'm going to use on him. So this is great. And what is your idea of sustainability?
I think I consider myself as a millennial. For
Okay.
me, sustainability is nothing but being close to nature, not contaminating my body and my environment.
Okay.
So that's what sustainability is to me.
Pooja, this is the question I've asked many of them I interviewed before. So, do you think people will be motivated to, work towards sustainability or make changes in their lives towards sustainability, whether it's, in the personal or professional lives, if there's no economic benefit?
I think it completely depends. See, because when you talk about it being an economic benefit, that only serves to a certain category of people. You know, not all economic background people can afford to do it. But even at some level, people really don't care. But when it actually hits you hard, when it's really personal. I feel when you see something, when you experience something, it can be major, minor, anything. It can be just you just plant a tree and then you keep wondering, why doesn't my tree grow? Even that can actually be the reason
Trigger.
to trigger. So I think your
So I think
experiences are important.
Yeah, so basically sensitizing
Yes.
people and creating awareness, and something must hit a chord
Yes.
within you. So you're a young entrepreneur, and there are many aspiring entrepreneurs out there. And this generation is all about making a change. We're all
Yes.
change makers. I mean, you are all change makers. So, do you have any suggestion for young entrepreneurs, who want to get into business modules which are towards sustainability?
I think there's a myth that when it is sustainable or organic or any business on these lines, you need either high investment or and they're not really profitable. That's actually the kind of mentality, but that's not entirely true. You really need to find the right product, the right way to market it, and your right audience.
Right.
So if you are able to do that, I think you're good to go.
Oh, it's a brilliant way to put it, because as you said, there is a myth.
Yes.
When you get into sustainable business, it is so challenging
Yes.
to, penetrate to the market and,
True,
requires
yeah.
high investment, and the returns are also much later.
lesser, yes.
So I'm glad you said this out. I mean,
Yes.
put it out, and people who are watching this will be inspired to start businesses which will be planet friendly and
Yes,
eco-friendly.
I hope so, yes.
Yeah. You have a great product, and how are you trying to scale it up? Are you trying to do it globally?
Currently, we retail all India, and then we
Okay.
are looking at other countries also to take our brand there,
Okay.
especially the diapers to start off with. So, I mean, it's still in the very initial stages, to make a comment on, but, I hope it goes well.
So, Pooja, I've seen a lot of companies when they sell a product, now they're offering services to take those back to recycle. So, does Bhumi and Coke diapers do something like that, wherein they can help the client to?
Currently, we are not.
Okay.
But our end goal is because this is a practice that is followed in other countries like US and Europe.
That's right.
Because what happens is in these countries, especially when it's a diaper waste, they have separate diaper waste. There's separate bins, there's separate trash cans. That is not something all of us follow here, especially because for us trash is trash.
That's
And
right.
I want to educate people to segregate diaper trash, alone. So, it is easy for us to, pick up, find a recycling partner where we can, take the diapers back, where they can recycle the diapers in their own unit. I mean, it is something in our plans.
Yeah.
So, we're looking forward to that too.
Pooja, I'm sure you must be getting a lot of, stories that
Yes.
the mothers are sharing with you. So, is there a favorite one that you came across?
If you talk about stories, I think there's a personal story for me with my kid.
Oh, you have a
A 1.5-year-old son.
Oh, wow, nice. Okay.
Yeah, basically for him, I mean, I wouldn't say it's my brand or anything, but for him, diapers are something he doesn't want to wear ever. So what he does is he takes his diapers, puts it on his head, wears it on his arms. He tries to put the diaper on my dogs.
Okay.
So I find that very cute. I know it's just a diaper, but he knows the usage of it, and he understands it.
And it's
What
safe.
it does, and it's safe. So now I'm like, okay, just play. You can throw it around, you can put it on the dog, you can just wear it on your head, because I know that's not going to cause any harm to him at the end.
Pooja, like this is the fact.
Yeah.
You said your diapers are 3 times the cost of the normal commercial diapers. But as you again rightly said, that India is a sensitive, price sensitive market. If you increase your production, is there a way that your costs could come down so many could, enjoy the benefits
Actually, yes, the higher the production, the lower the cost, that's
Huh.
always the case. But, for us, first educating people is what matters here.
Okay.
That's where we are heading to, if we can, make people understand, sustainability is the way to go. I mean, it's not just about my diaper, but if they really start making better choices, then definitely, we start, can definitely produce more diapers and definitely reduce the price of the diapers.
So you have to first create a
Yeah, we are
market
trying
and
to
then the
create, yeah.
production goes up. Okay, but there is a scope to bring down the
There
price.
is definitely a very big scope, and even the marginal price wise.
And who are your competitors?
Currently, I have come across one brand which started, I think, a year and a half ago. They are bamboo, but they are not biodegradable bamboo.
How does that serve the purpose if it's not biodegradable and it's bamboo?
So see, the thing is, bamboo itself has few benefits. Bamboo actually helps kids with a lot of rashes and skin blackening and skin redness especially.
Oh, okay.
So that has proved to help kids with these.
Okay.
So I think that's where bamboo diapers actually play a part.
Where you get your bamboo from again?
So I have a manufacturer in China.
Okay.
So we import them from there.
So you're actually getting into clothing for children. So they're from infants to what age? And why bamboo clothing for children?
So we are looking at 0 to 9 as of now.
9 months?
9 years.
9 years,
Yeah.
okay.
So why bamboo clothing is, see, suppose you take your regular towel and then you take a bamboo towel, you wash it say 5 times. When you touch it, you actually can feel the difference yourself. When you wear a bamboo clothing, it's so much softer on the skin, and it dries fast, and especially for a country like us where it's humid and we sweat a lot,
Correct.
it keeps you really cool. So, especially for babies who have really sensitive skin, and we don't want anything poking them. So,
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
that really helps them.
So the comfort, breathability,
Yeah.
and is it also true that if you have any synthetic blend in the clothing that kids wear, your body temperature is
Increases.
rises?
Yeah, because the temperature, the heat the body is producing cannot escape through your clothing because of the synthetic fiber.
Correct.
So, it circulates in your body and your body temperature increases too.
So this becomes, a point that everyone should know, that to put their children in soft cotton or bamboo or hemp
Yeah.
is also something which is taking,
Yeah,
over.
but I think India not so much. I
Okay.
think it's just beginning to, but
Right.
yes, hemp also.
I saw that, do you have plans to incorporate hemp at some point?
Currently, no. Also, I think it's because of the availability of it in the market
Okay.
is not huge.
Okay.
Again, if it's hardly available, it's higher the cost. So,
You have to keep all
Yeah.
that in mind and then, right,
Yes.
absolutely. So Pooja, how long does the Bhumi and Co diaper takes to decompose?
in a hot compost, about 75 days.
75 days.
75 days, yes.
Hot compost meaning you,
There are different kinds. There's an open compost and there's like a hot
Okay.
compost. Open compost is just, you let the natural air flow in, you just add the soil and then you keep mixing it from time to time.
Oh, so
Hot
outdoor,
yeah,
like-
hot compost is controlled temperature.
okay.
So, actually the warmer the temperature, any kind of a particle biodegrades
Faster,
better. Yeah.
okay.
So that's the only difference.
Okay. So Pooja, you must be getting a lot of queries and concerns. What are the common concerns that the mothers raise when using your product?
One is the price. Second is the delivery.
Okay.
See, currently we do completely online. Apart from the one store, we are already retailing it in Hyderabad. So what happens with all in courier services is you always are tied up with a third courier partner.
That's right.
So, you can't vouch for them. So, there's always like, it's a diaper, it's a necessity. Mothers are in hurry, the baby needs it. There, you can't say, I can wait for a day. So, that's one constant problem we have been facing and we're trying to fight.
Anything about the product that they want you to upgrade the product in a certain way that they have concerns about?
Many of them want more sizes actually. We have just 4 sizes, small, medium, large, XL, which is a standard Indian size.
Correct.
But there are few, like a newborn or double XL or something we never got because there's not a big market. One main difference from bamboo diapers to your regular commercial diapers is they don't have plastics.
Right.
So they're not tight when you wear them. They're the perfect size. They're not like true to fit or skinny or anything. So what happens is, even though there are 2 different babies of the same weight, if you are chubby, if you are lean.
Correct.
When you put the same diaper on a lean baby, they might be a little loose. So, few people tend to, they have a little concern on the leakage part. But again, so that's why we are trying to get more sizes. So, we actually overcome this concern. Yes.
Okay. So it's like, you keep upgrading the
Yes.
product and you keep adding, new things to fit every kind of
Into every
baby and then
category too,
make the
yes.
mothers happy.
Yes.
So there are innumerable benefits of using a bamboo diaper, but there's small things that, a person might have to deal with. Like I've seen the bamboo diaper, it's a little large in size and cannot be folded into a compact space. Is that a matter of concern for mothers?
In place of 5 diapers, you can actually use 3.
Okay.
Especially in the night.
Oh, okay.
So the main difference it being, most of the commercial diapers have gel between the absorption part is used with gel. So the commercial diapers have gel which actually contain chlorine.
Okay.
And our diapers are absolutely 0 chlorine free and they're only made out of wood pulp for absorption.
Okay.
So what happens is the wood pulp dries up also.
Okay.
When you use chemicals, the water is absorbed, but it has no place to escape.
So it's heavier. It becomes
It's heavier. When it's wood pulp, it absorbs, but it dries also because it's natural material.
Oh, okay.
So,
This is interesting fact actually. So that's why your diapers
Stay
last
longer. Yes,
like
that's the
instead
main
of-
reason. Because the wetness is not just trapped near the baby's butt. It's actually flowing. There's air circulation constantly.
and it's drying
Drying
up, so
up.
the weight of the diaper after a couple of hours is not felt by the baby.
And that's why it
Okay.
doesn't leak. The main reason is it doesn't leak. Why I'm saying is, the baby can put it up for 12 hours and not leak is there's air circulation, so there's dryness.
So that way even the skin gets to breathe
Yes.
and not locked in plastic.
Yes.
Oh wow, how comfortable the baby must be feeling.
Yeah.
Pooja, thank you so much for coming on my show and thank you for sharing all the insights about your product, and in fact I didn't know a lot of them. Thank you.
Yes.
And I'm sure a lot of the mothers who are watching this episode will make a shift to diapers that are biodegradable and also maybe Bhumi and Co diapers.
Yeah, that's what we hope, and I hope we really make a difference.
I think it's revolutionary, as I said, to begin with. So we have a hamper from Nourish You that we put together for you. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed this inspiring conversation with Pooja Reddy. I believe there is so much to take back. Do subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more updates. See you all next week. Signing off, Shilpa Reddy.